What's up, divine ones? This is Minister Ashley. All right, this is for Virgo season. I do have an extensive blog post that will be located in the link in my bio. Okay, so this is going to be more so of a divine download. So it's more so, some people would call it maybe a freestyle. There's no real format to this information that I'm receiving right now. I mentioned it a little bit in the blog post, okay? So the overall title of this energy is Consecration and Manna. So consecration is where you shut yourself off to receive. And while you are receiving, you are being provided for. If you know the story of manna in the Old Testament, when the tribes were, going through the desert, they didn't know how they were going to survive. They were crying like, oh, Moses, provide us a message. How are we going to eat out here? So the divine spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Most High provided for them a sacred substance called manna. So with this sacred substance, this is us feeding on the information from the divine realms, okay? And it's manifesting and coming down here to the physical realms. So for those that are on this frequency, for those that are called to this purpose, that you may be going through a trial or a tribulation, you may be going through something, you may be going from bondage to freedom. You may be going from poverty to riches, whatever the case may be. You may be going from one relationship, toxic, to healed, to abundant. So in that interim, from one space to the next, you're being provided for, okay? And so you have to tap into the spiritual realms. You have to tap into your spiritual path, because that is what's going to lead you to this manna. That's what's going to lead you to the promised land, okay? And so the promised land could be many different things for different people. So I found that this was very interesting that during Leo season, we had Mary Magdalene, which is a very rebellious, bold, fiery energy. Now we are in Virgo, and Virgo is represented by the Virgin. And if you know the story of the Virgin Mary, and that's another Mary, that we are talking about going from being meek, like the two polarities between fiery and earth energy, the two polarities between, sometimes she could represent sexual energy, to being more to Virgin Mary being pious and sacred. And remember, the sacred meaning or the ancient meaning of virgin isn't what we know of today, but nonetheless, this is talking about the two polarities within us all, okay? I'm going to go to the comments real quick. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to continue. Okay, give me a second. All right, I'm going to go through some of my notes from on the blog, so you can go check that out. Some deep work that needs to happen right now. So let me go to the tarot that best represents this energy. So we have here the Hermit, the Hermeticist, okay? What does the Hermeticist do? They tap into the universal laws, and they make those universal laws work for them. But first they have to find out what those universal laws are. So with the Hermeticist represented, this represents Virgo energy. This is our earth energy. But you see this lantern right here? That is the inner light. That's the Holy Spirit, or the 𝐼𝐃𝐄𝐿𝐼𝐻, or the divine spirit, your angels, your guides that are leading you. Okay, and that's from within. You already have whatever you need already within you. Okay, you do not have to rely on anybody else or anything else. No matter what people may say, you already have the power and the strength and the guidance within you. Okay, so we have here the staff, and the staff represents many different things. Okay, so the staff not only represents clearing a path, it represents giving a person rest when they need it, giving them protection when they need it. But this is also mastery. It's the wand. Okay, your wand can be your tongue, like the way how you speak. This could also be a person that can speak in the angelic realms. In the Bible, they would call this speaking in tongues, or interpretation of tongues. But regardless of what you may call it, that you have the ability to manifest. So you have to be very careful what you speak out your mouth, especially right now, okay? Because this energy is very high and potent right now. For those that this message resonates with, okay, so you're going from I want to say, for the lack of a better word, poverty, like the poverty mindset. So it's not just about like money, but it's also about the lack. It's also about being exposed and living in toxicity to being a person that lives in freedom, that lives in the promised land, that lives in abundance. So think about those two polarities once again. So you have to be able to go across that bridge from one circumstance to the next. Okay. So you may have people that may say things about you. You may have people that may try to hold you back with their tongue, because they're trying to work a spell on you, whether consciously or subconsciously. But you got to speak into existence what you know is for you. All right. Another card that represents this energy, because like Gemini and Virgo are both ruled by Mercury, and this is a card of Mercury. This is the second card in the tarot, which is represented by the Hebrew letter Bet or Beth, whichever one. So there we have, in my blog, I mentioned about Bethlehem. So Bethlehem means either bread from house of It's the house. Well, anyway, it's the house. Okay, I can't really remember off the top of my head. Actually, you know what? Let me just go down here and just see real quick. Go down Bethlehem, Virgo, the two moons. Well, anyway, it does have to do with the house, okay? And that's where Christ was born, in a manger, all right? And so what that represents is the Christ mind, the way how we view the world on a higher plane. That's what the Christ mind represents. So being able to look at things from a spiritual eye, and being able to live and master your reality and walk through your life with the love of Christ, no matter what the situation may be. Okay, so anyways, here we have at the very top with the selenite wand like this, you have, that's the air energy, that's the Gemini. And then you have here with this finger, that's Virgo energy, earth energy. So you're bringing what's in the astros, what's in the angelic realms, down to earth, okay? So with that, you have to allow yourself to be able to tap into that sacred space. If you think about the positioning of the body right here, where this person has their tools, they have all of the elements at their disposal. They have all of these tools. You already have everything that you need, okay? And look at the positioning of the body. Stillness. I have to pause on that. Stillness. And allowing yourself to receive. Sometimes we get in these modes where we're always so quick to do something, but we're not allowing ourselves to receive. So right now you need to be still and allow yourself to receive those downloads, to receive those messages, because I'm telling you, life is about to change for select individuals. All right. So let me see where I'm supposed to go. This is one of the cards that, when I was getting, the cards for Virgo, this is one of the cards that came out, and this is the 9 of Swords. 9 is a number of fruitfulness. I also hear gentleness. This person may look like they're in distress, but however, what the divine spirit is showing me, this is not distress. This is if you allow yourself to worry and overthink. But this is not a time to overthink and think through things. This is the time to receive those messages, okay? So this is a person that needs to rest. Rest in the Spirit of God. Rest in your, whatever your path may be. You could title it differently depending on what your belief may be. So you just need to rest and allow yourself to receive that manna from heaven. The manna from heaven is also on an esoteric plane. That is where you have this sacred oil that secretes down the spine, the vertebrae. Look at that. And that allows your body to heal itself. They call it the Christ oil. You can look it up. All right. So this is a person that is healing themselves. You may need to go into nature. You may need to lay on the ground, and you may need to say a prayer. It doesn't matter what the weather may be. It could be even a cloudy day. This looks like clouds right here. And allowing yourself to just receive. So you have the healing from the earth, but then it's something about the clouds that I see. It's something about those clouds that it may have a message in those clouds. Also, it's something about the air, and it's something about breathing in what those messages may be. And so those messages, it may not necessarily be like, it's something about the air where this person is that this air is so pristine. Someone could be watching in wintertime. They may be on the other side of the world. I'm in Virginia. I'm in America. So someone may be watching or will watch this, and they may live where the weather is foggy, and or it may be snowing, or like that crisp air, like wintertime, or like some cold air. It could have been after a rain. But lay down, watch the clouds, and breathe. Okay, give me a second. Hi, everyone. I try not to look at the comments when I'm really receiving messages. Okay, so let me see where I'm supposed to go. Okay. So we do have a blue moon, and it's so ironic. Look, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was standing like on the corner waiting for my children to get off the bus, and just as soon as I stepped on the corner, that a delivery truck that said blue moon rode right by me. So maybe it's something that's going to happen on the blue moon. All right, so we do have that Pisces full moon, a blue moon that's coming up actually on the 30th, and that is at 9:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so give me a second. So we have that at 7 degrees of Pisces. So 7 is a number of completion, one of the numbers of completion. So it's something that is wrapping up, and Pisces is also about releasing, deep release. So you have to be able to release something in order to receive. Once again, this is that type of energy here where a person is releasing. And it's somebody that's releasing toxins out of their body. And for others, this is just releasing toxic situations all around you. Okay, this could be toxic thoughts, toxic energies. Some people call them spirits all around you. And you need to cleanse your atmosphere. You need to go in your house, get some sage. If you don't have sage, incense, whatever you have, and cleanse it. You can even speak into your atmosphere healing. The swords represent speaking, and also like thoughts too. So you need to go in your space, and you need to speak in your space healing, love, abundance. You need to do that for whoever that resonates with. Okay, let me see. I'm supposed to go. Okay, I'm gonna pull a couple cards. Let me see, I got some other ones. These are some other messages too that came through. Okay, so first we have like the axis between Virgo and Pisces, but this is like a person that's wavering and they're waiting for something. And what it is that, give me a second. All right, so what it is that you need to do is not focus on time, but focus on your purpose in life. Okay, it's someone that is like looking at time and they're wavering, like, should I do this or should I not? It should be here now. And the Divine Spirit is saying it's not about time. It's about, did you get what you're supposed to be doing at this time, at this moment in time? Okay, so it's not about time, like 5 minutes went by, 5 hours, 5 days, 555. That means divine timing. That means it's time to go. It's time for you to get on this ball, whatever it may be, for you to live out your divine purpose. Do not let anything block you or hinder you. You cannot, oh, this person right here, you better go ahead and heed whatever this may be, for whoever this may resonate with. You need to go ahead and heed this message right here, because like you see how these are two different circumstances right here, where it could be I'm up. You see this one is up, like when I'm up, like the favor, the divine favor, the blessings are here. But when I'm down, it's like I'm down, I'm losing. So this is literally you teeter-tottering. No more teeter-tottering. You got to make that decision. And me personally, not telling you what to do, but I think it's better for you to make that decision to go ahead and do what you know you're supposed to be doing, because otherwise, like the flip side of that is like losing. Okay, and this is a person, it's one of the scriptures that this always used to remind me of, like those that are tossed to and fro. I can't verbatim, I can't remember it, but what it's saying is like, do not waver in your faith. If you know that you're supposed to be doing something, or if you know that you know something, do not allow other people to sway you. Do not allow situations to sway you. This is about you making a clear-cut decision and keep the course, pretty much. All right, we have a new journey. This is the first card, actually. Aleph is represented by Aleph, the Hebrew alphabet Aleph. And give me a second. Okay. All right. So here with this white dog right here, this always reminds me of like how, you know, how dogs are faithful and they follow you, they lead you, they guide you, they protect you. This white dog, am I pointing to it? Oh, other side. Always reminds me of like the Holy Spirit. Like some people may say angels, whatever, you fill in the blank. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. Okay. So it represents like your spirit team leading you. And you see this person, they're on the cliff. And some people are like, oh, that person is so stupid. You're such a fool. Watch out where you're going. But this person is actually looking up to the sky. It's because they're being led. They don't have to look at the physical because they're being led by the divine spirit. And this is a person that has everything that they need. It may seem like they don't have a whole lot, but they got everything that they need to go on this journey. So someone could be just starting their spiritual journey and like, you know, really work on your spiritual practices. Don't let other people try to sway you either or way. You know exactly, you already have that within you. Okay. Okay. So for someone else, we have meeting your team. This could be meeting your angelic team. This could be meeting like the people that, not people, but like your spiritual substance. So this not only are like represented by angels, but this is also like represents your practices here. And you see it's a 3. So a 3 is transformation, but it's also fulfillment. And it's like a new beginning right here. So that's 333. And this is unconditional love too. And for others, this may be you joining a team of some sort, like physically joining a team, or you're meeting up with like-minded, like-spirited individuals, and you're embarking on this new journey. I hear persuasion. For others, this may mean do not allow people to persuade you to change your course and path. So this could be family members, or either this could be like friends or people. Maybe this could even represent the internet, you know, trying to sway people off of their path, whatever it may be. Okay. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I always, you know, say things like in a, sometimes like I want to be musical. All right, let me see where I'm supposed to go. Give me a second. Okay. All right, I'm going to pull actually a card from my deck. You can find that listed on my shop. I hear hopeful, like someone is hopeful about something that's happening or that's going to happen. Here we go. I am gracious. Be grateful for all that you have, for God rewards a gracious heart. Okay, and that's inspired by Joel 2:13. Okay, so 13 is another number of renewal, but also the number of like everything. This is what I see. It's like the number of a square, like a center block or a cornerstone. So solidified. So if you have the idea or have the mindset of being grateful for what you already have, the new circumstances will come to you. What I feel and what I see is like quantifying, multiplying. So as you are grateful, things multiply for you. And then I see a structure that's being built really high and tall and mighty. So the foundation for who this may resonate with is being grateful, being grateful, being grateful. I had to say it 3 times. Okay. Okay. All right. So another person, I see the 2 here, and this is like 2 people that are coming together, and don't know if it's romantic or not, but I hear that is besides the point, because you are going to be, this relationship is something that is a foundation or a template for all of your other relationships. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna leave that one right there. Now I'm gonna pull a card for the full moon in Pisces, which I hope to come back on live tomorrow. Let's see. We'll see. Okay. bring love into the situation. And it says new moon in Aquarius, but even still, bring love into the situation. All right. So I will check to see if there's any comments or anything, but I hope to come on tomorrow. You guys can always check out my decks and my new book. You can pre-order it. The link is in the bio. It's all about biblical divination. Okay, so it's more so to go into what is said about biblical divination, you know, all of that, divination, divinatory practices. I'm not really going so much into that, but I do have a PDF download for if you want to know where, you know, divination is in the Bible. But this one is more so to expound on, like a lot of the translation of divination and witchcraft, a little bit. I touch a little bit on that and what the Bible exactly says, because remember, the Bible was not written in by King James. You know, it wasn't written in English. It was written in another language. And, you know, to help people that may feel called to it, not trying to force anyone, but, you know, those that may feel called to practice, but they also may have grown up in a church like me, or they may be, you know, wavering because they don't have the logical answers, and that book will help to provide those logical answers. So you guys, thank you so much. Many blessings. And if you want to join the membership, you can do so by subscribing, and I have additional information over there. All right. Peace, love, and blessings. All right. Bye-bye.